I'm Ken Levine. I'm CEO of Xcitium, a company from the US doing endpoint security. Well, we have a portfolio around complete endpoint security. So there's antivirus, EDR, endpoint management, and our secret sauce that I'll tell you more about in terms of auto containment features. We provide that as just software, but we also provide a service around it for MDR and MXDR. The big question in security is some of the differences are fairly nuanced between the various companies, but I think we really provide something that nobody else does. And it's where our patents are, and it is around how we contain unknown threats. And this is something that, so we don't rely on detection. Not that we think detection is bad, but detection is not enough. And right now, they're saying, the industry is saying it can take 17 days to detect malware on a network. 17 days is too late. So as the bad guys get better, our detection gets better, but it can never quite keep up. So we've taken that off the table, and what we do is we take anything unknown and we essentially quarantine it at the endpoint without impacting work productivity. So we spin up a virtualized version, the user can continue to work, but we have contained this unknown until we render a verdict on that unknown. And that is the key difference. So it doesn't rely on detection. It prevents all of the unknown files. It takes your time to detect literally to zero because we're not detecting, which is a pain point that a number of CISOs have. The pain point for the CISO, I think there's a couple, and it also depends on the size of the organization a little bit too, but one of the main pain points that the CISOs have right now is there's a bunch of unknown malware on their network. They will all acknowledge it, they will all admit it. We all know this, malware gets in. The question is what can you do, what do you do with it once it's in? And what we do is we render it useless. And so that's the key, is while you're building your endpoint detection and response, while you're building your forensic story around what happened, we've eliminated the risk while you're doing that because we've essentially stopped the malware from executing on the network. So that's pain point number one, is we're taking your time to detect to zero, therefore your remediation is zero because you're not remediating and you can focus on other things. And if I have a second, I would just do one more too, is one of the, I guess one of the issues with EDR, and I say issues, I mean EDR is great technology, but one of the issues is it also provides an awful lot of false positives. And it requires a lot of operational work and support to do it. And a lot of companies just can't afford it. They don't have the resources to do it. So another benefit of containment is we're eliminating the false positives. And so we can provide our MDR service at a much lower cost than the other guys because our costs are less to do it. We're thrilled to be partnering with EMT. It started earlier this year, and we're starting to really kick some things off. They bring a ton to the table, and what we're trying to do is, and what we try to do for all of our partners is bring the best support, the best engineering support, so that they can do demos and proof of concepts, and provide margins that are better than others. So we're trying to make this a very easy decision. We know there's some larger endpoint companies out there that have been around for a while. We feel like we have something special and we want to prove it.